Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, the Seattle School of Chen, and the book Freeze by D. Scott Smith and Veronica Jeans. For more information on Seattle School of Chen, style Taijai Chuan, go to seattleschentaijai.com. And for more information on Freeze by D. Scott Smith and Veronica Jeans, go to stopinaction.com. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. I am so glad to be with you today. Feeling a little bit better and moving and grooving and ready to go for an awesome week ahead. And so again, I just so thankful for this community. So thankful for all of you, not only for showing up here on Marketing with Russ, but also just for all your prayers and support. I'm going to keep needing it, so keep it coming. Appreciate that. Yeah, looking for an exciting day. Today I have Roz and Nupi on. Okay, there's obviously, that just tells it all right there. There'll be plenty of laughs, giggles, and fun on today's show. So glad you're here today to just join in with us. Please do me a favor too. Right now, before we even get started, you can share this thing out and you can let people know what's going on. So just share it. Hit the share button. Let people know, hey, Nupi and Roz are on today. You do not want to miss Marketing with Russ. And so if you can do that today, that would be so awesome. Also, this show is all about how amazing people connect, right? And obviously, Nupi and Roz are two amazing ladies. So super excited about that. But, we are all about connection because I am a firm believer that connection and community building is the foundation for any good business, any good marketing plan. So today, I just want to encourage you to connect, build community with people. And I tell you, it'll make a huge difference in your life. It will. So anyway, also wanted to, as far as connection goes, you can connect with me at russedge.com. That's the best place to get in touch with me and learn all about me. You get all my connection links there. You can even schedule time directly on my calendar to Zoom with me. If we've not connected, I would love to get to know you and just connect directly with you. So do that today at russedge.com. Also, if you would be so kind as to subscribe to our YouTube community, you can open another tab right now and you can go to marketingwithruss.live. Marketingwithruss.live will take you directly to my YouTube page. You can click subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, off you go. And you can get not only notices about upcoming content, but also you get the whole library of past content of amazing people. And this is not the first time Roz and Nupi have been on, so you can see their past episodes too. So super excited about that. So please do that. And don't forget, again, share it now, tag your friends, let them know what's going on. Marketing with Russ is on. We're here to encourage and inspire you for a great week. So awesome. Anyway, there we go. So The last thing I want to say is if you've not got your copy of my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, you can still pick that up on Amazon or any online booksellers, as well as my website. Just go to russedge.com. You can get a copy there too. And love to have you pick it up. That's meant to inspire and encourage you. And, speaking of writing, I love writing. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the topic of my newsletter. And if you have not subscribed to my LinkedIn newsletter, you should. Some really encouraging, just short tidbits for the beginning of your week to get you moving. We're talking this week on my newsletter. It's all about habits and success. And so I'm going to talk to Roz and Nupi a little bit about that today. We're going to have an actual topic today and kind of mold that over between all of us. But I think we need to get started and get them in the room. So first off, we're going to bring Roz in first. We'll save my little sis for last. So here we go. Hey, Roz.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You there live and in person?
I can't hear you.
I can hear you. You're good. Okay. Well, maybe we need to do a quick change up and switch to Nupi here real quickly. So hang on just a minute while Roz works on that.
Hi.
Dr. Nupi Arora.
Hi. Good
Hello.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good
It
evening
is
to
so
you. How are you?
wonderful. I'm really good, thank you. I've been so excited. Yeah, Roz was saying in the chats, she can't hear you for some weird reason.
Yeah, I know. That's
I
weird.
know.
But you can hear me, right?
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Well, yes, I can hear you. And we'll
Good.
get her back. I think she reset.
Yeah.
But why don't we start off? Besides you being Dr. Nupi Rosalinde, the Glitter Practitioner, and my AKA Little Sis, give everybody a snapshot. Who's Nupi?
Oh, thanks, Russ. It's gorgeous to be on with you. So, I am Dr. Nupi. I am a general practitioner, family physician in the UK, and I'm also a transformation life coach. I'm also a soon to be published author and host live with the Glitter Practitioner, which is produced and sponsored by Russ. Hi, Eva. Oh, this is gorgeous. And I just love what I do. I'm a people's person, and I love nothing more than holding space and empowering others, be it my patients or clients, to really understand their whole self health needs from a mind, body, and soul perspective. And I'm doing a lot of urgent care at the minute. And I've never been busier blasting down the phone, F-bombing, F-listing. Oh, I love it, because when you are aligned with your needs, and it's perfect for today's topic as well, actually, because it's the tiny little baby steps that you don't think much of them, but they all amount. And it's these teeny tiny things that is the sum of the big picture, which really truly helps you to align with your highest and truest self. And it's magical when it starts happening. And that's the glitter.
Well, and that is amazing. And that's why you are the Glitter Practitioner.
Indeed.
So, hey, we're going to try Roz again. Here she comes. Hey, Roz.
Hi.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Woo-hoo. Technology, gotta love it.
Just a little dose of positivity.
I just have to sprinkle the glitter.
You can't have glitter without positivity. You can't have positivity without the glitter.
Nope.
I know. Oh, hi, Roz. It's like I've not seen you for
nice
ever.
To see you. Nice to see you, Russ. And this is a great topic.
Yeah.
Habits for success.
Well, why don't we start with a little intro on you? Give everybody a snapshot. Who is Roz?
I am an executive coach, and I help professionals with career, leadership, change, transition. So whenever someone wants to come in and change something, and of course, that could be a habit, that could be something that is triggered, or getting a promotion, getting an interview, getting a new job, or things of that nature, I help executives do that.
Well, that is awesome. That's awesome. You caught me in the middle of a drink of tea there. Hey, got a great group here this morning because you two ladies are famous. So that's, when you want to bring lots of people and you just bring in Roz and Nupi.
Oh,
But, I really, I first of all, if everybody hasn't read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, you should. An amazing book. But another book I'm reading right now is this book here,
oh
High
yeah.
Performance Habits by Brendan Burchard.
Mhm.
Great book. He's amazing. I'm sure you've all heard of him, but, I'm thinking about our habits. We're all made up of habits and how that leads to success or not success, depending on what your habits are, good or bad. I did a little newsletter on LinkedIn this morning with this topic, habits and success. So if you haven't subscribed again, please do that. But I want to
But
start
first, it's
off.
coffee.
Yeah, but first coffee. That's right. That's the name of the newsletter, and you got to have coffee first for sure. But and it's funny about that. This is kind of a weird aside. With my latest issues, I've been drinking tea lately. I've been
Oh,
drinking tea
hold
instead of
on.
coffee.
Let's-
So I need to get back to, I'm going to get back to coffee, but it's been my system. My system, I don't think has been processing coffee too well. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, okay. That's
I
just
liked your mug, by the way. Just
Yeah, you like that?
Show us your
That's a
mug.
nice
this
little
is
plug.
this is Scott
Oh,
and
it's
I's
Scott.
mug for the
I
experience.
love
Yeah,
it.
look at that. Yeah.
That's so cute. I should have my Dr. Aurora Wonder Woman mug.
We have our own merch.
Damn
So there
it.
you go.
I like.
So hey, Roz, let's start with you this morning a little bit about, I do think this is a great topic because I'm a huge proponent of good morning habits, good morning routine, but then that needs to carry throughout the day. You can't just stop in the morning. Go ahead, just take it away from there.
Well, if you're talking about really good habits, you have to first talk about being self-aware of what it is that you want to create a habit about or for or with. Because if we're not self-aware of, what is going to be really important to us, we really can't even begin to have that habit. So looking at what's important, what do we value, and that could be personal, professional, because it could be a habit that you want to create. However, you were talking about negative habits. Yes, and you might want to break that negative habit. And in terms of breaking a negative habit, we have to think about what triggers the habit in order to break it. So just being really aware, and I find that once we are still with ourselves, not having so much distraction, we are able and better and be better listeners with our mind and our bodies.
Yeah, no, I think that's very true. In fact, a lot of times you're right. Negative habits sometimes just happen. They happen from lack of intentionality, lack of focus. And I think a lot of times a good way to break those, not only what you just said, but also start replacing them intentionally with positive habits and things that are going in the right direction. Nupi, take it from there.
Yes, and yes. I was loving this. Yes, indeed. And acting out as you were talking, Ross. I was like,
The
Right.
queen of affirmation. There you go.
Yes. So I think, what was the question again? Sorry, I lost my track then.
You just go any direction you want.
Okay, fine. I will. So yes, what I was actually thinking to carry on what Ross was saying, it's the awareness, it's being still, and it's gifting yourself this time to take this step back. Because what you were saying, Russ, it's this busy, you're just on autopilot and you're just functioning. And it doesn't need to be like that. It's when you actually truly stop and check in with yourself. It starts with the check-ins. How am I? How am I really? Just like we say when we ask somebody else, how are you? Yeah, okay, meh. No. How are you really? Do it for yourself first and allow that space, allow that time and see what comes up. It's about being curious. And once you start that, replacing this fear and this critical voice to curiosity, that's one step. And then the next step happens, and it's how you navigate that.
Right. Well, and I think that's it. I mean, I think that we need to be at peace and connected to ourselves to move forward in a positive way. And I think, though, that, we are, so life either happens by accident or we're intentional about what we do, right? And life is going to happen to us whether we want it or not, right? And if we want to make that positive choice and positive change in our life, no matter how good things are for us, we can still make positive change and make positive difference in everything that we're doing. And I think that those habits are where it starts. And because we're habitual creatures, every morning I have a great morning routine. And that's a really good time, really good habits for me. It's become an actual part of my day, part of my life every day, the things that I do that start pointing me in a positive direction. Even when things aren't going so good and I'm not feeling so good, I'm still moving in that positive direction, and it makes a little bit of difference, right? And sometimes that little bit of difference is all we need, right, Russ?
Absolutely. And I want to go back to what Nupi was saying. It's acknowledging, especially when you're breaking that bad habit, it's acknowledging the negative thought. Because if we don't look at the negative thought, we can't get to the change. So, being, again, that self-aware and being kinder to yourself, because we're really hard on ourselves. We're very self-critical sometimes, and probably at the most inopportune times. And so if you keep having that habit of, that self-critical thinking and talking, well, it's going to keep happening. Buddha said, you are what you're thinking. So if you keep thinking that, then that's what it's going to be. So creating that self-awareness and acknowledging what that is really does make that smaller step even easier, because now you can unpack all of that and you can say, okay, this is where this is probably coming from. And because you say, where is that coming from? So you just have to figure out, where is that coming from and what really did trigger that, so that I can unpack it and then regroup and figure out, okay, how am I going to do this new change? And then create that loop, that habit loop.
Right.
Yeah.
Before you even do the loop, you have to go through all those little things
Right.
before you get there.
Yeah.
Well, and I love that. I love that, because I'm not the only one that asks, where did this come from? Thanks, Roz. You're really validating. I'm feeling so much better. I mean, it seems like every morning I think,
what the fuck?
Where did that come from?
Yes.
So, but I think I love the book by Craig Groeschel, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. So along the lines of what you're talking about, I'm telling you, it is so important to think about what we're thinking about, because if we don't, that is what turns into our actions and moves us ahead.
Exactly.
Right. And so that's what we need. Right, Nupi?
Yes. And that's exactly. I was bursting to say this bit, that actually we have that power within us with our thoughts. We think we can, and this is what's so incredible about our mind, body, soul connection. In the same way we can keep ourselves prison and behind these blocks and barriers with all the negative crap that's there and what holds you back and all the negative thoughts and beliefs. In the same breath, flipping it, noticing it, what's coming up, naming it, reframing it, akin to fuck off, focus and breathe and flip. That is how we can change our patterns of thought, because your thoughts, your feelings, they don't define you. You get to govern that.
Right.
And it's understanding that absolute process, which is why my F off, focus, breathe and flip are always the first 3 F's on my F list that I share, teach and guide, because once you've got a handle of that, that's fundamental. And it's amazing how the brain rewires itself.
Right.
but it's
Right.
consistency. It's a muscle. You've got to keep at it. And
No,
it might
no.
be, you're just like when you're in autopilot and everything's just bing, bing, bing. It's almost like, F off, focus, breathe. Okay. You might have to do that a zillion times, for example. But when you're learning how to get to that space of, okay, now instead of reacting, I'm going to respond. Where's the evidence? What else could this mean? That's the trick. That's the magic. And it works every single time. You've persistence and consistency.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that. Consistency is so important. Doing what you should be doing, but then doing it consistently is a must.
Yes.
First of all, I need to say there goes my PG rating on my show. But that's okay. We have.
Since when have I ever followed the rules anyway?
Are you sitting there with your finger on the button, the beep button? Beep. Maybe
my
you should beep that out. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding. No, I agree because my initial when I started my business, my 5 steps to connection, one of them was consistency, doing it over and over and over, because once you connect with people, no matter what you're doing in life, and what we're talking about right now, anything you're doing, you have to do it consistently. When you do a one-off and you just do some big thing and then you disappear, or with yourself, you do something really good and then you stop, it's not going to do any good in the long run, because you got to have that consistency, right, Russ?
We had this episode on consistency and building the habits around consistency. I'd like to add on to what Nupi was saying in when she was saying about, having the little smaller steps and really being aware. We also have to be kind to ourselves in order to forgive ourselves. Because, those habits, those negative habits that have, been created, sometimes they're not all that great. So we really do have to have time to be kinder, to forgive ourselves, to just look at and seeing that, maybe we were a little younger, maybe we were less wiser, maybe we were, and it's okay. It's really okay. In order to get to that point of, again, beginning, be kinder. And when you're kinder to yourself, you're going to be kinder to others. And that habit is going to be much easier to execute.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And
just like Russ John says. What? Go ahead, Nupi. What?
I was going to say, to add on to that, the kindness that is inwards, that when you start doing that, that's self-care, which is that self-love. It's the curiosity, it's the compassion, it's my gangster soul tonic. It's the gentle challenge, and it's the care you give to self becomes amplified to what you give out, which is unconditional love. And that is exactly where this power and it's a ripple effect, and it just literally explodes. And that's what almost helps you forge your path ahead, because you're in tune with your mind, with your body, with your soul, because you're picking up on maybe what your body's feeling, because some of these habits, some of these triggers aren't always conscious. They are hidden. They are these subconscious blocks and barriers, stuff that is there from way behind, generational even. And that is noticing how it's feeling in my body, and what does that thought happen. And that's part of the process. It's not as obvious. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we're speaking unconditional love and kindness and all that. I just wanted to shout out Russ Johns, who's here this morning, because, hashtag kindness is cool and smiles are free. Those are little habits that can change your entire life.
Yeah.
Just to smile at somebody and be kind to them.
There's research that shows that the more you're smiling, the more positivity you're receiving, and you keep the positivity going. There is research. If they did that research with having a pen or a pencil and just trying to hold it, and those facial muscles actually do have memory. It's just the muscle has memory.
Yeah.
So if you keep smiling.
Yes, exactly. I don't think Stop
It,
beaming.
it's see, everyone is smiling because you're
There you go.
smiling.
I know. And it's
Yeah.
just, but it's not like this sort of, you don't walk around going, you look like a fruitcake. But it's this, it can change somebody's day. It can change, and it really is.
It's like Maya Angelou says, be a rainbow in someone's cloud.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, and the whole thing is your mind and your body has memory, and that's how habits become, habitual, actual patterns in your life. Because after you do them for a while, your body is expecting. If you exercise every morning, your body's expecting you to get up and get moving and do those kind of things because that's your normal habit. It's how your body feels that in the morning, and there's so many good things you can do. But I just want to tell everybody, I just want to point out one more time, it's so simple to be kind and smile at people, and it changes the entire environment that you're in. So if everybody is just being a downer, why don't you smile and start laughing like Nupi and Roz, and next thing you know, woo, everything will be so much better. There you go.
Well,
but it's not a false positive. Oh, sorry, Roz.
No,
Go.
but
Go.
He was saying something so important in I say this to my son, you are who you hang out with. So if you're going to be with people that are negative, then guess what, you're going to assimilate with those negative thoughts and negative traits.
Exactly.
And
well,
just
like Jim Rohn used to always say, that you're the average of the 5 closest people that you hang out with, right? And so, I mean, your environment is everything. I was huge with that with my kids when they were young.
Yes.
I was always aware. I was very intentional about their environment and who they were hanging out with. When parents would say to me, wow, my kid's on drugs and is off and I have no idea what happened. That statement kids are going to decide what they're going to do. I'm not faulting anybody, but the statement, I have no idea what happened. Be aware. Be intentional, know what's going on, know the environment your kids are in, know the environment that you're in. Are you putting yourself in a bad environment that is affecting that? So,
and respond to it. And that's the whole bit. That's again, coming back to the F list, which is the friends part of it, connection.
Oh, it's good. Just the friends part. Okay.
Yes, we've gone past the connections. So it's as Ross is saying, it's who you hang out with. It's who you choose to share your energetic space with. And it's recognizing, is this uplifting? Is this inspiring me? Is this supportive? Or actually, do I come away feeling a bit icky or a bit, oh, is it a drain, in other words? And it's, again, tuning into what your body can be saying to you and then taking ownership of it. I choose to do this. So then there's no point me going, oh my God, I had a really bad time. Next time, I choose not to. Learn from it, change from it. And that, again, it always comes back to self-awareness. And how do you cultivate that? By stopping, by breathing, by giving yourself this beautiful, special, precious gift to yourself, because nobody else is going to.
Right. Well, I'm going to just add on to that. Everybody needs to do exactly what Nupi just said and give yourself that gift every morning. When you wake up, give yourself time to be quiet, to breathe, and just to, whether you meditate or pray or whatever, give yourself time just to process, right? Because then you can move forward in a positive way. When you wake up, when the alarm goes off, you have 10 minutes to get to your office and you have to jump in your car and take a shower and do all that and get there. I'm telling you, your day is already frantic. You've already set the tone for your day. And so you need to be thoughtful about how you start your day. So, okay, I'm already letting things go over, but Roz, we're going to have what I want is your gold nugget wrap up for the day today. I know, it goes so fast.
I thought it was an hour today.
It's ridiculous. It goes so fast. Who set the time on the show anyway? Okay.
Yeah.
Roz,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
You're up, Roz. Go
So,
ahead.
the best habit I feel and I believe wholeheartedly to begin is practice gratitude.
Beautiful.
Practicing gratitude will give you the jump start, that launch pad, so to speak, towards the positivity.
Yes.
Because if you can recognize only in the darkness, you can see the stars. And going back to being that self-aware, there's a pro. There's a pause. There's a reflection. And it's an openness. And that's where that curiosity comes in. That's where you answer the question, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
Right. No, exactly.
Love
I mean,
it.
that is so good. So
Very
good.
good. She's so good.
Keep going, Nupi.
So I would add to that and say, you are worthy. Because that's the bit that you forget. I'm not worthy. And that's the deeper, the shame, the fear, the rejection, the lower based energies that stops you in the first place. And I'm blasting that today going, I value your needs as your coach, as your doctor, as your friend. I value your needs. And you are more than worth that. And you are more than enough as you are in the here and the now. And it's learning how to embrace that. The crap, the vulnerability that's coming through, it's just strength. Just hold that. And reach out to people around you who you trust, who are going to hold that space for you, because they're always there. They just kind of appear like little fireflies almost. Be guided. It's true.
Yeah. No, I agree. Well, listen, we got to wrap things up, but I was going to tell everybody that all of their connection information is in the show notes. It's in the comments. You can click on it and go directly to Nupi or Roz, and I highly, highly recommend that you do. Two amazing ladies. If nothing else, you get amazing, awesome friends, and the world is a better place because of that. I'm telling you, just reaching out and building community makes the world a better place. We are better together, right, ladies?
I love that.
Absolutely.
I love that, Russ. We are better together. Absolutely.
We are indeed.
For sure. So listen, I am again so thankful that everybody was here today. It is just amazing to have you two on today. You guys are just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You're such great friends, but just want to remind everybody that you can see the old episodes with Nupi and Roz. If you go to YouTube and subscribe today, go to marketingwithruss.live. Do that today. Please share this out. Even if you're watching on replay, you think, oh, it's not live, I can't share it. Yes, you can. You can share it anytime. It sits on the platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube for infinity and beyond. The reason YouTube is such a great place is because it's all packed together, one little library of shows. And so it's a great place for you to see that. But yeah, can you do the infinity and beyond? There you go. Yeah.
Infinity.
I know. But yeah, and you know what? I just want to say what a blessing to have you all here today. There are so many amazing people.
Yes.
And you know, you two ladies, I'm telling you, I can't even begin to thank you enough just for your friendship. And you make me smile this morning. When I'm not feeling it, I just bring in Nupi and Roz and I feel better.
Oh, bless you. I've been like saying for ages, come on. Come on. We want to come on.
Like,
come on, Russ. Bring us on together. It's
where is that coming? Wait, where is that coming from?
Yeah. I've never heard that before. Well, listen, we're gonna say goodbye, all three of us on here.
Okay.
So don't forget, every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time is Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Please join us on Thursday for another amazing guest. Until then, have a great day and a great life. See you, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.